good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Grass and Grain with myself, Jack. I am today, well, we've got a few different jobs to do. We're not going to be focusing too much on getting the hay in or anything like that. There's not a lot of actual field work for us to do right now. So we're actually up at Jerry's farm today. We're borrowing one of his trailers. He has a herbs dump trailer that he used mainly to cart muck around and stuff like that. And we're going to use it today because we're going on a little bit of a trip. We're going back down to our yard first, and from there we're going to go and head away. Well, we're looking actually to go and we're doing a little bit of clearing up work. There's a lot of happening at our yard at the moment, of which you're going to find out. I mentioned to you recently that we were thinking about the possibility of building a workshop. Well, that has started in earnest. So yeah, we're going to go and check in on that, see what's going on there. We're busy at the moment sticking in some foundations for the workshop there, so we'll get those dug in, pour the concrete hopefully towards, hopefully tomorrow if all goes well. If we get that poured, then we can start looking at it from there. But at the moment there is just a couple of holes in the ground really, but we'll have to see where that goes. What we're going to be doing is we've got a bit of tidying up around the yard I want to do. There's a lot of scrap around there that we need to get rid of. If I could, ideally I'd love to clear out that useless old rusty van of my cousin's who never cleared this mess out of the way. But I'm not sure if we'll get to that, we'll have to see. What we will do is, like I say, it's make sure nothing's coming. We'll get all, like, a lot of the smaller stuff cleared out of the way, that's for sure. Whilst the contractors are in ripping up the foundation there, we'll just do a few things to keep out of their way, really. But yeah, so we got all that hay in just last week, end of last week really. Got that all pulled in nice and quickly as it goes. There wasn't any issue there at all. So that's all in the barn now. And then yeah, we've just been doing a few other jobs, waiting for the crops to ripen, waiting for the grass to grow a little bit for the second cut as well. So yeah, we always keep ourselves busy. That's never a problem. But yeah, we're just gonna pull into the. What we might actually do is just go around and come in from the other side there. That might be. Oh no, we'll go in this way. Out the way, hands. So there's a few things all over the place that we're going to try and get picked up. What we will do first though is just going to have a drive through. Well, I believe... Yeah, let's do that. Let's stop there. Get this all over. Looks like Chris is over there on the forklift. Looking at something. And there we go. So the contractors are just around the side. See, the building plot we're working on looks to be an awful lot bigger than I had in mind. But yeah, let's see what we've got going here. So as you can see there, we've dug out our foundations. Because it's all gravel here for the most part, it's quite difficult for them to build out a solid wall foundation, which is why it's kind of all caved in, or the sides have all caved in. So we've got like kind of almost a V trench going on at the moment there. However, as you can see, as we have a look around here, we've got the beginnings. We've just got to put a little bit more in here, I think, and then yeah, a fairly sizable trench that all caved away as well. What we might have to look at doing is putting in like kind of a raft foundation here, which is gonna for the most part at least cover over everything here, and give it one solid raft. There's not going to be a great deal of weight going through this. Problem may come when we start to put machinery through the building as well. That might get a little bit heavy. And of course what we don't want to look at there is getting cracks in the foundation or anything like that. This big fence here is a little bit in the way, especially when I park my trailer there. That being said, we'll move that out of the way. We can still get machines in and out if we really have to. But yeah, for now we should be okay. What we are going to do though right now, we'll have a bit of a drive. We're going to actually, we might just leave this here where we've got a little bit more space to work with. We'll park this up. And then we'll get in the JCB and just move a few things around. What essentially we're going to be doing, we're going to be taking a run to the junkyard today, to the scrap heap. There is a scrap heap down by the port. switch it off there. So that's what we'll be doing. We're going to fill up the trailer with anything we can find that needs to be shipped away. And then take it all down there. I'm not really looking for any money, we're just looking to get rid of the stuff, really. Get everything cleared up nicely. One of those things, if we can move it, would be that. So I think what we'll do... Come around the corner. Hey, what's up, Chris? Never the most switched on of chaps. So there's a few things around the far side we'd like to get out. Let's go and have a look at those first, I think. Don't have to go around here. If we can get this workshop built soon, then we're going to get this John Deere forager into there and see if we can rip it apart and see just what on earth's gone wrong. But for the time being, we have nowhere really to work on that at the moment. I'm a bit reluctant to start working on it outside. So I'll have to see how that goes. Now, in theory, I might have to get like a truck to come and pick up this stupid van because I can't shift that. It's just too heavy for anything I have. There are a few things around here though that we can move. This old mixer being one that hasn't been a mixer for a long time. Honestly, I must be able to pick this up somehow. Alright, that is blooming heavy. It's wobbling about a bit. Let's take our time with this. Nice and slowly with this thing. I don't know when this was last used. It certainly wasn't whilst it was with me. It's been in this yard for as long as I can remember, and in that time there, it's certainly not used. So all we can do really is take it away. We're going to just get it... Oh, it's fallen off. Let's get that back on. Yeah, like I say, we're just going to throw it straight into the back of the trailer. There's not a lot of weight to it. I'm not expecting to get much from any of this scrap that we sell. But yeah, it's just mainly to clear out my yard. I don't need this stuff in my yard anymore. Okay, so I'm going to have to go and try and not to break my back trying to get this on here because, heavens, that was heavy. Well, we kind of have it there. It is bouncing around like there's no tomorrow. But we'll get this trucked into the back of the trailer. That shouldn't take us too long to get around the corner, and once it's in, that's moved on to the next bit. There's just a few kind of general bits of rubbish around here we'll get picked up. As soon as we do, then we can get moved on and chuck this all into the back of the trailer and hope that we can get it all down to the docks there before it falls apart on us. So that's the next trip. I wouldn't be surprised if the John Deere forager here has to have the same outcome as well. But we'll see. You know, we'll hope for the best, and we'll just have to see how it goes. Well, let's get around that corner there. Alright then, so we're going to get this all put into the trailer. There's a few old knackered generators around here. There's lots of tyres and tyre rims that are in no good, or I have no idea what machine they ever came from. So we'll get those trucked in as well. Yeah, but for now, we're going to get this put into the back of the trailer. Easy does it. Don't want to scratch the paintwork on the trailer. I'll get down there. Well, we made it all this way, so what we'll do is we'll take one more effort to get it stuck onto the forks properly, and then we'll get this loaded in. What we'll do, we're going to get these all loaded up here, then we're going to go for a little bit of a drive. There's only a few other things like this I want to get in, but we just couldn't fit them all into one of our trailers. Didn't really kind of work out that well with our silage trailers there, so yeah, we'll do it with this instead, and then, oh, rubbish, down over as well. Like I say, we'll get these all loaded up, and then once we're all in, we're going to go for a little bit of a drive, and then yeah, we should be able to, well, get these all dumped off, and then clear us a little bit of space, get out of the way of the contractors here who are still busy working on the foundations. I think they've just gone away for, I don't know what they're doing this morning. I assume it's a coffee or a break or something. Not my call. But yeah, we'll get this all loaded up anyway, and we'll come back to you in just a little bit. And just like that, the icing on the cake, or in this case, the tyres. We've got a load of old tyres around here. A couple of them have hubs on, a couple of them don't. But the good thing is the place I'm going to take these to kind of separate everything out and kind of recycle old tyres as well, which is pretty perfect. Now what I need to do is somehow try and get these into here. I'm probably going to scale the side of the trailer, but we'll see what we can manage to do here. Alright then, wagons roll. We're going to get out of here, let these guys get on. I've left them the JCB if they want to use it. They may do, they may not. But yeah, we've got a whole load of random stuff in the back here. I'm going to just take a little bit of a cruise down the country lanes, I think, for a change. And we'll get on our way. It's all looking like it's staying put in the rear view mirror at least, that's a good thing. Yeah, we'll kick on over. See what we can. I'm really just wanting to get rid of this all. I don't want anything for it, or I don't want anything like that. I just want it out of my. I just want to get it out of my yard. Really? I love the view of the bridges from here. It's just stunningly beautiful. Got a crop of spring wheat on the left-hand side. That looks like it's coming along very well. Shouldn't be too long till we get into there. Plenty of grass around here for us to get after as well. I am going to be getting that little block of what looked like common ground grass that we drove past just the other day. So that'll be nice of it to get into there hopefully and get that mowed down and baled off as soon as possible. The rest of all of our land is all baled where possible. It's all waiting for it's starting to regrow again, which is ideal, but not as quickly as one would have hoped right now. At least we need to wait and see what happens there. I'll just take our time over here. So we're just going to go into town. Doesn't take us too long from here. Once we get ourselves in there, we need to find out where we're dumping this. I don't quite know what goes on in that dock, to be honest, most of the time. I just know where I need to go for the local BJ to sell my what's mainly going to be hay this year, I think, at the moment. Based on how much we're going to get. And then we come. It's quite perilous looking in that wing mirror and seeing like a random cement mixer floating behind me. So I think by coming into here, it's in here somewhere. Now there is like a sorting bay area I need to drop it into here. It's not through that, it's grain. Well, might be one of those bays got actually ahead. I think it is. Ah, yeah, there's some junk here they're still sorting through as well. Excellent. So we can just tip it here, and then they'll be able to. They pick through it. They recycle it all into all of its various different streams. So like rubble, metals, toxic waste that can't be recycled. Alright, so we're going to get rid of all this, get this all tipped out, and then we shall get ourselves underway. At this stage though, we're just going to probably leave this here for now, as we get on. Thank you ever so much for watching. It's been a bit of an odd one, I must admit. We've got a lot of weird things done today. Hopefully I'll come back to you soon. We're actually going to go pick up our new shed frame soon, so hopefully you'll get to see some of that. And we'll see you later on down the line when we do. So until then, thank you ever so much for watching. Do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.